Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. We are here again to react on a new video, and it will interest you to know this because PM shared it on his platform. One thing that we need to understand is that the Ruga agenda for Ruga has not they have not stopped. They keep on pushing. And you know, when they say Ruga, the issue is that it's not about, you forget about the inclusive of other other eastern part they call the South. The main target is Igbo speaking area. That's number one. They not that they don't want to grab land in other places, they do. But you see an Igbo, that is a hot cake for them. Not because we have one special thing that the others don't have, but the agenda is to exterminate our people. That's number one. So we are going to go through this post, and we can now make sense out of it. PM said announcement. Because of the security threat in the southeastern part of Biafra, the Biafran government wished to announce that this arrangement of importing people from the north, from northern Nigeria into Mbano, in the former Imo state, will be resisted. Okay. This is an attempt to infiltrate and import terrorists into Biafra land. We are warning the Nigerian terrorist state and hope of them to immediately stop this threat against the people of Biafra. You displace them in the north while strangers are occupying their ancestral land. You are importing them into Biafra land. Whatever happened to them in that facility, you will be held responsible. The Biafran government will resist this and continue to provide security to the Biafran people. Anybody seen in that facility, your security is not guaranteed. So this is a warning from Biafran government in exile. For those of them that are actually, whether you are the one importing them or you are part of the people that are going to, bring down to Biafran land, is not going to work. Now, the video is done here, and we are going to listen to what the TVC news have to say about it. But let us make sense out of it. These people started by Ruga. They want to build Ruga. Fulani herdsmen. The number of people that have been killed just because Fulani people were not allowed to, that Ruga of a thing was resisted, is alarming. And they have not succeeded. They keep on pushing simply because they want to make sure they do everything possible that they will create avenue for Fulani from Sahel to dominate the northern part of Nigeria, and the one that they have already in Nigeria, they will push them down to the east. Okay. The question is that, remember, the eastern part where they are bringing these people are the dot in a circle. Dot in a circle, right? They don't have land. They don't have anything to contribute in the federal government. They don't have natural resources. When they borrow money, they don't remember you. But when they want to bring terrorists, then they remember, oh, your landmark is big actually to welcome these people. I thought you said that the Igbo people don't have any, the landmark is very, very small, you don't have anything. Why are you now bringing population, more population to the small, land you dot in a circle? You claim that Igbo don't have anything. Anyway, this is a Ruga in disguise. You understand? This is just the Ruga. But thank God for Biafran government in exile and Biafran Prime Minister, because they're able to read the handwriting on the wall. Imagine what would have been our fate if PM is not here, if there's nothing like Biafran government in exile, on an ESN gas stop Wanka. In the ESN, on a gas stop on this one. These are people claiming that they know, let me not just deflate. When I listen to some of them saying that how can you build and have an army when you are not freedom, when you are not independent yet? You are asking for army to come and do this. You are building army inside Nigeria. In Igeche Dinta, ebe Dinta na-eme ka make sense. You feel that na Ikego. Masnam go and listen to his speech after the inauguration of the ESN. He made it clear that ESN is not Biafran army. That the day that Biafran will launch army, that he will announce it. He will tell the whole world that this is Biafran army. So he said that for Nigerian terrorist security, not that because he don't want them to go out on ESN, because they were not ready for that. They just want to do their job as a security outfit, which they were doing diligently before they kidnapped Master Namdekan, which we are going to go through some of the things because I have something to say. PM made a post of um, Master Prophet. We are going to touch that aspect on this video, but let it be on record that this thing that we are hearing today, that internally displaced people, that they want to help the vulnerable people, these are youth from the north, they want to train them and training them where? In Kwara State, okay, where the Fulani people have taken over from the Yoruba people. They have grabbed the land, claimed that that place belongs to them. They have a center that is called anti-innovation, built by Fulani people. This extremists, they don't want anything innovation, and here they're bringing people to train in Igbo land. After telling you that Igbo made, Aba made, you are dealing on fake products, you are fake goods. So you are coming down to train on what? I'm not against helping people to train people, but as long as you have your initial motive was to terrorize our land, whatever you are bringing simply means that he's a terrorist. That's my own observation, and I thank God that Biafran government in exile, they are able to dictate that on time. That's a very, very good news, to be honest. So this issue is a general problem. It's not a problem for PM alone or Biafran government in exile alone. This should be a concern to every Biafran. If you have any way to resist them, resist. I'm not saying you should go and commit any crime because you don't have the right. The Biafran government in Ezra have the right, and the Biafran army, they are the one to know what to do. What I mean by help is to raise alarm. If you see information, pass it to the people that are in charge. Don't just take law into your hand, unless PM gave you the instruction. Government, because we are not, a sheep without a shepherd. So we have a shepherd. Our shepherd is Biafran government in exile and Biafran prime minister. So whatever our government says stand. It's not about we are not lawless people. So I'm not saying that I'm encouraging violence or anything. What I'm saying is that the way everybody refuse or reject Boko Haram, in the name of Ruga, is the way you should also join hands together to resist this one. Because when you read it from these people, you think that is just a normal thing. There's no problem. No, this is how Northerners, what they're known for, to use this problem to take over everywhere. And gullible Igbo politicians and Southerner politicians who happen to be the worst individual ever, because even though they know this threat, because of their political career and political power, they will pretend that it's about they're running government affair. Yeah, they pretend they don't know the implication and what it means. The intention and the agenda of these people is for what? Can any of them, as their senator and who is the senator that represent the Zambisa territory? Like, they say they have a senatorial district and all that. Zambisa fall on what senatorial zone, and who is the senator in charge of Zambisa? So what is the people in Zambisa? What can you tell us what they demand or what you have done for them? Because Zambisa is a country in a country in Nigeria. Then they ignore that one and start looking for people they feel they can manipulate. The battle and the war between in Nigerian space are numerous. Political war is there, and Northerners have won that hands down against the Southerners, even though Southerners is comprises of Yorubas and Igbos and other ethnic groups. Yet they couldn't make sense out of it. Northerners have beat them hands down. They're not that don't have opportunities to survive or to make something out of it, but they failed to because of greedy and stupidity. This Ruga that people are preaching here is something that everybody should think twice. All right, think twice. Some may say, but you have your people in the north. Yes, you have them in the north doing what? Not as an internal displaced individual. They are there doing their business. They have home they can come back to. But this one is that there are some of these women that you are seeing here. Some of them are wife of a terrorist, of a bandit. Some of them are children of a bandit. Their father is working as a bandit, as a fighter, and they send them down to the south. They have telephone to communicate, to tell the husband what is going on and what is happening down in the east. So to invade you, to invade your community, to dominate and take over your land will just be like a child play. That you are still that they crack with their brain to come up with this idea now. Simply is because of Biafran government in Ezra, simply because of the activities of Biafran government in Ezra and Biafran Liberation Army. They are looking for a way to see if they can know the terrain, the land and the environment where they are fighting, Biafran soldiers. But Biafran PM and Biafran cabinet, they understand this very, very well. So what I'm saying here is just for you, ordinary citizens like me, to be aware of what is going on, so that when government said this, don't question that, because there's a reason for that. You don't know the security challenges that our people are facing. Government know that more than you. So now we are going to listen to what this TV news have to say.
Stated this mention to Imo State, where the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons has concluded plans for the training of refugees, migrants and internally displaced persons on skills acquisition. Federal Commissioner Tijani Ahmed stated this during an inspection of facilities for the training at Nso in Ehimembano Council area. Senior reporter Prince Uba has details and will return with business news.
According to UN Refugee Agency, Nigeria is home for over 85,000 refugees and asylum seekers. About 3.3 million people are living in internally displaced camps as a result of conflict and violence at the end.
The question here is, why is it that these people are mainly women? Where is their husband? Like I said, their husband are bandits fighting already. They're in the war front. And the children you are seeing here are potential terrorists. Do you understand? This is not a hate on any ethnic group, but this is how what happened in the north, in Plateau, in Zamfara, in Boronu. This is the tactics. They will use that, and every region they have their own roadmap to conquer every region. They may use the one in the Yoruba one, may be a child play to compare East and West, because there they have more Muslim in their midst than East. So they have to use this mechanism to penetrate.
End of 2023, the country is still rated among the 10 countries with the largest number of IDPs globally. So let's check what he has done.
Now listen to this Okoko. These are the people, and people should take note of this person. Any Igbo man that is here talking this nonsense should take it, because these are the enablers that we are talking about.
Worried by this increasing trend, the federal government is making efforts to begin training of these vulnerable people in acquiring skills to reduce unemployment. The national...
This is the federal government that took loan, that giving a student loan to every university and ignored all the universities in the Southeast. The same government, to Tinubu's government. But when it comes to enable terrorists in our land, Tinubu, of course, as a Muslim, the best thing is to conquer Igbo people. They are bringing that. What is the benefit of these people in our land for us? What are we benefiting from? Not even, you can't benefit anything from the federal government yet. All they want is to bring these people. Tomorrow now they will take that in Hanasu, Igbo State. Now therefore it will belong to everybody. Listen.
Commissioner for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons and his team are here on an inspection of this facility located inside the National Open University of Nigeria Study Center at Enso, Ihimembano local government area of Imo State.
Remember they told you that Southeast there is insecurity inside. So why are you bringing people, IDP come in a place where there's insecurity? I thought you said that sit at home and the Samonekpas people and the Biafrans have made the region ungovernable, that nothing is working in the Southeast. If they use even Afon Shebo, Kafanke, Nkana, Ibugariafia, this Obi Kubana. No, not Obi Kubana, sorry. Kubana chief priest. Okay? That he relocated his business to Lagos and Yoruba land because Southeast is not habitable. Yeah, I have seen many Yorubas, I tell you online, that they are causing insecurity in their region. They will use night posts to infiltrate Lagos. That Igbos are coming to Lagos just because they created insecurity in their region. They are running away from their region. Even in Sima, the Vaseline in Sima, that one also was yapping and talking nonsense. So why don't you send these people to Oyo State, to Lagos State, since that is where there's no everything is peaceful? And what are you doing with the ancestral land in the north? Just this for you to know. Before you know it, those places that they're pushing these people will become Islamic state, and before you know it, you have more Muslim populated people than ever. Go and watch the video that PM posted about Lebanon. This is how they started. First of all, your region maybe you have Christian dominated people, Christian dominated region in your country. They will use this method of marrying two wives and three wives and bringing multiple Muslim in you to live among you. Before you know it, they'll say they're counting census that you have more Muslim here than the other place. That's the agenda. That's the motive of agenda of these people, and you have to resist it with everything in you, unless you want your name to be in history without you achieving anything.
Imembano local government area of Imo State. We in the National Commissions for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, we have what we call arrangement for the preparation of our concerned people in order to provide for them training of different trades. Here we are today. Federal Commissioner with his team is satisfied with the facilities as they believe the training will add value to the vulnerable persons, lifting them out of poverty. We have gone around the building.
Go and build the training in the north. I'm not saying they should not build any training center for anybody, but let it be in the north, not in the east. I know it's not. They are not doing this because they want to give these people a better life. I'm not against government giving citizens a better life, no. But what I'm against is that the lies behind this move. It's not about training them. It's about dominating and taking over your land. Why you think you've been thinking that the government is building and catering for people? These people are vulnerable people from the war. Who displaced them, like PM asked? You displaced them intentionally. Refuse to combat the people who were responsible for that, and use federal money paying ransom for them to buy more weapons to displace more people, and you push them down to where Hope Uzodinma is an idiot, to be honest with you. That man, I am very, very angry, to be honest. Very, very angry, but let's continue. Let me not, like I said, let me control my emotion.
For our use, it is okay for what we intend to do. Because in the buildings, we can have a lot of laboratories where not only the people of concern, including the students around this area, will make use of it. More than 75% of our population is under 30 years. So majority, that means more than 75% of our displaced persons, refugees, more than 75% of them, they are also under 30 years. So the thing is, the Federal Commissioner is saying his headache is to make sure that those people are trained. As Nigeria continues to grapple with economic challenges, such skills acquisition, if harnessed, will help to take care of such vulnerable individuals in the country.
Don't mind them. They know what they're doing, my people. This is just, like I said, is a way of making sure that Ruga will be in your land without you knowing. It is always good that you open your eyes to know when if you allow these people, that will take you for a ride. You think that they love you. You think that they're doing nice things. No, the agenda and the motive is there. Let's move another thing. Don't mind this people. To be honest, I love what PM said and Biafra government in what they've done, and the decision is very, very clear. So, in another news, still on the issue of MNK and Uchechi. It is no longer a hidden thing. It is not a hidden fact that something was going wrong between MNK and Uchechi. And many people don't seem to understand this, but you are going to hear what Master Prophet said here, and that we expose things for you. PM said that yesterday. He made mention of this issue of Uchechi picking fight on Oyendu, making that Master relocated to Kenya, not to any other country in Europe. Maybe he went to Germany, from Germany to Kenya. And there's a reason for that. Because this woman was the one that pushed Oyendu back to Africa. Now, let's not, twist this, because this is from insider like a master prophet. Okay? PM also made it clear that he knows this for a fact. He's aware of this thing all this while, but being for the fact that people are looking for a way to tag PM as a problem. He's the problem. He's this, that. He's looking for a way to bring Mazamekano down, to cause problem and all that. He is very, very cautious in what he's saying, and that is why that's one thing I love about him. This is one of the reasons why, to be honest with you, that I don't go all out on Mazamekano's wife all this while. Even when I made an attempt to make some videos about that, some people will say, "Oh, you are not." If you are not ready to talk about her, just keep quiet. Now that we are hearing from the inside, the people that we're supposed to hear from before we can now react, that's why we are not reacting. It's not as if we don't have something to say all this while. We do. People like me. But we were waiting for the right time, and this is the right time because Master Prophet has had enough. He has had enough, and he's now coming out to, even though some of his words are in the parable, but if you can decode, you understand who he is referring to. Like this video. Before then, let's read the post that the write-up for PM on this video. He said, "Oji ima kanti asimas namobikan good morning." That means the wife of Mazakan, this ex-wife, because of course Mazakan cannot keep on with something like that. Oji ima kanti asimas namobikan good morning. That this lady, okay, has been trying to implicate Oyendu in the UK, that he's maybe domestic violence and all that, or not be attire, cause nuisance, just to make sure that Mazangano have problem with, so that she can quickly call police, and that would be a headline news. Oh, look at somebody in Biafra na that kind of thing. To tell you that this one have done everything possible to nail Mazamekano, to drag him to mud. Today, Mazamekano is in the hands of DSS, because this one is the one that push him out from from his own house and his resident in UK, probably in Europe. And Mazamekano decided to relocate Africa. So some of us that were asking, "Oh, what was he doing in Kenya?" You don't know the implication. And now I can make sense out of it. When Mazamekano told the DOS, according to what they said, I'm not saying that Mazamekano said it publicly that is verified. It could be a lie. But when they said that Mazamekano told especially Benjamin Madibugo, he was the one that they were saying that. The Mazamekano said that nobody in DOS, nobody in Nigerian politics that is responsible of his kidnap. That none of these people that people are accusing is responsible. That not his lawyer. Now, it could be somehow true, but not really that they are not. But it's a collaboration of these many elements from DOS and the IPB, of course, his lawyer, of course, and politicians, of course. They are all in hands in hand. They are working hand in hand with this woman. But the main bone of contention is this woman. Okay, she is the one that they use as an instrument, to make sure they bring Mazangano back to where they can arrest him and kidnap him and all that. She's the one that facilitated the whole thing. Now you cannot connect the dots. The reason why she couldn't say a word after the kidnap of Mazangano, because that is a sign of somebody who have done something, to tell you that she know what she have done. And out of guilt, she couldn't say anything. I hope you're following what I'm saying. Because if you commit something, you have done something wrong, maybe your conscience started feeling somehow. your conscience is judging you of what you have committed. You are not happy, or maybe not that you're not happy, but you are kind of eager to know people's reaction on what could be their opinion. She wasted almost 1 year before coming out to say anything. Some of us were thinking that, oh, she was feeling depressed. When your husband, you don't know that she's just like somebody that have murdered somebody. You have killed somebody, and that blood, somehow the guilt will be on you, unless you have been doing that for a very long time, or maybe you will steal something. You understand? That's why they have lie detecting machine, because of that kind of guilt. It's a natural phenomenon that you cannot. Some people don't know how to hide it. Some people do, but it is difficult for you to hide. So she was contemplating on what people maybe could be thinking about her activities, and audition and that kind of thing. That's what I felt that happened here. And Master Prophet says something very, very interesting, okay, which I will allow you to hear now.
That will have future with Supreme Commander Nandekano, Nandesobino, one age chamber. Yendi Bogasi, Asika Moka Hama. One in our dear country, or one in our two dear canon, or one in our two dear canopi, or one in Napadiok will not have future with the Supreme Commander of the indigenous blood Biafra. Can the canon onye no would ask onye and the canon onye one you got vacant. Nande canon Supreme Commander onye got wakanon. Supreme Commander onye got machine and trouser. Supreme Commander onye get tia canopi.
So you have heard it all. That is from Master Prophet, and that is to tell you that this woman had been doing this nonsense against Master Namdekan. So you cannot connect the dots to understand what her intention is. That she really meant business. She really want to deal with Master Namdekan, and it's not something that is hidden. Everybody can see that. Everybody can see that. So my people, thank you so much for your time. We have come to an end of this video. God bless you, and see you again. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you are new. Tell me what you think about all we have discussed so far. God bless you, and see you again on our next one. Bye bye for now.